What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video. Pretty windy, nice and cool. In today's video we are getting right to it with the ZL1 content, guys, because we are getting it on the dyno to get the baseline numbers. So let's head on over to Excessive Racing Engines so that we can get it on the dyno and see how it does. That is loud. So the weather's not too bad for being the beginning of March and starting spring. We're at 74 degrees outside. It's cloudy. Don't know how the humidity's like. The shop is fairly close to my house, so we should be able to get some good baseline numbers in here. And I mean, this car is fairly broken in already. I mean, 6,300 miles, bone stock. It's on 93, so I'm thinking we should be seeing some decent numbers. Comment down below, put your guesses, and let me know what you guys think this thing is going to put down bone stock. I mean, it feels really good and I love that whine. So I think on Excessive Racing's dyno, this car feels pretty good, almost very similar to the way the Camaro SS on the heads and cam did in A. I am going to say 547, not quite 550. Alrighty, guys, we are at Excessive Racing Engines. I still haven't actually been able to clean the car. We're literally putting it on the dyno a couple days after getting home. And man, you can see they're warming another car up over there, nice and choppy. Let's go inside, talk to Frank. They got a good lineup out here. Like I said, they even work on Shelbys and Mustangs. But yeah. All right, guys, it is going on the dyno. Again, comment down below what you guys think this is gonna make. My guess in the 540-ish range, but we'll ask right now. They actually have a bunch of ZL1s here. They have a shadow gray metallic, which is a color that I was actually gonna look at originally. I love the greenish hue to it here. And they also have another red ZL1 getting worked on over here. So we'll ask them what numbers they've seen from ZL1s here on this dyno, and it should give us a good baseline to start when it comes to getting this car modded. Getting everything hooked up. We're probably going to do just the run as is, just getting off the street. It'll be a very realistic number of what the car kind of puts down while driving, and then try to see if we can maybe cool it down a little bit, let it cool down, and get another number. Now, Roger here mentioned that on this dyno, most ZL1s, depending on weather and all that, will run between 540 to 570 to the wheels. So I'm still going to stick with my 547 number. Comment down below, let me know what you guys think this is going to make. So we're going to go for the very first pull right off the street, kind of just how the normal car would be every day. Let's see how this goes. That sounds so good for being all stock. Let's see what we're at. So first run, 530, 521. So that is not letting it cool down, nothing. What gear was that in? Sixth gear. So that's in sixth gear. 530 and 521. And I mean, we're not logging it or anything like that. Obviously completely bone stock, so I'm sure intake temps probably went up pretty high, and like Roger was saying, looked like it probably pulled some timing, but still not bad for being right off of coming from the street, not giving it any time to cool down. So we'll try to let it cool down a little bit and see if we can do one more pull. So what do you guys think? First run, 530 and 521. Remember guys, my Camaro SS NA with the heads, cam, and all the bolt-ons did 535 and less torque. So already the ZL1 is starting off bone stock at the same level that the SS was NA. Just think about that, guys. Same level, same horsepower. Now, what is that going to mean? That we're going to be able to run, you know, 10.6s on the ZL1 bone stock without a tune or anything like that? Probably not. This car is going to have quite a bit of safety features, being able to get the throttle to completely open right away, all that. The 60 foot is probably going to be just okay, not the best. And I don't think this thing will be able to trap 130s bone stock. I just haven't seen it. But we should be able to get close to that low 11, maybe with some weight reduction and a drag pack high 10. At least that is the goal. So again, we're gonna let it cool down, probably ice down the supercharger with some ice on top to let it get even cooler, and then we'll do one more run. A little side note here, guys, looking at this Camaro ZL1 without the front bumper, looking at the placement of the TCM that I'm going to need to remove to send out to HP tuners. We've got all this duct work here that we're going to need to move out of the way, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to do it through the fender well with this in place. We might have to end up pulling the front bumper to get that done much easier, but that's going to be in the future. We still have to get some quarter-mile track times with the car bone stock, so we'll do that first. All right guys, we iced everything down. We're leaving the ice bag there. Let's go for run number 2. First run, Roger did notice that the car was kind of probably pulling some timing, so hopefully with the ice cool down, we should see a better number here. Can tell, even though you floor it, the ECM still basically doesn't let it go full boost right away. And here we go, check that out guys. So just icing it down was an extra 16 horsepower. We got 546 and 556 torque. I was 1 horsepower off. I was right on the money, guys. 546, 556 torque. Those are some really good numbers and great baseline for this car. So basically we can say this is right around 550, 560. So looking closer at this graph, guys, you can see just what a difference cooling makes. I mean, it was all across the board much higher. It's a great baseline and really good numbers. This thing is already basically more horsepower and torque than I had in my Camaro SS. So good starting point. Now it's a matter of going out and seeing the result at the track. The Camaro's coming back off the dyno, and I am super impressed with that. And as you guys can see, Excessive Racing Engine stays busy, guys. They work on all kinds of cars here. You've got a Z06 here getting all kinds of work done. You've got a ZL1. You got a bunch of cars outside. They even work on trucks. This one's probably getting some really cool stuff done to it. They got a Cadillac Escalade and even C5 Z06s. So if you guys have any work that needs to get done to your cars and you live around the Houston area, highly recommend Excessive Racing Engines. They have taken care of me since day one with the Camaro SS. Their work has always been spot on and on point. I mean, the Camaro SS is living proof of that. and I can't wait to eventually, when we get ready, bring them the ZL1 to get more work done on that, and also to bring it back and continue to do the dyno videos to see just how much different parts upgrades give you in terms of horsepower, so that you guys know what to expect from different mods on the ZL1. There you have it, the Camaro. And sorry for the windows, guys. The Camaro basically showed what it does, and I believe that's about normal for most of these, between 540 to 560-ish bone stock. This one was 546. It did have, obviously, as you saw at the end of the dyno graph, a little dip at the end from where it probably pulls timing, but very, very happy, very, very good numbers, and it can only go up from here, guys. So can't wait to come back to excessive racing engines and get some mods done, and also get it back on the dyno to see what a tune, intake, header, stuff like that gives it in terms of power and gains, as well as take it to the track so that we can see what those numbers translate to when we're at the track. But with that being said, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.